Hey everyone, welcome back to another awesome video, and today we're at Tokyo Narita International Airport. Today we're flying on a very unique Japanese carrier, which is actually hosted by my friend Luftwaffe, and also co-hosted by my buddy Cousin as well. Today we are reviewing Nipponjet. So Nipponjet is basically a Japanese carrier that operates flights out of Tokyo. So let's check in for today's flight. Of course, today we'll be checking in for the ride they're using a little bit of AI technology to check in passengers, and we got the boarding pass as well along with that. Although the bag drop system on Nipponjet isn't really functioning, I don't know what happened. I think it was a cross policy. I think it was like both systems couldn't really match when doing the check-in. I think props systems are much trickier to integrate, but despite that, that's okay. I just got the ticket and we just carried the suitcase along with us for today's flight to the small island in Okinawa. Of course, just a quick chat with Bassett as well, so nothing new. One thing I was surprisingly amazed is how optimized and detailed Tokyo Narita International Airport is. Now, for those who don't know, Tokyo Narita is one of many large hubs in Japan. And despite it's really just like one of the big mega hubs, it is very well optimized and it's running very well, especially on any graphics card. Like now, technically running on an RTX 5060 seems a bit overkill for most standards now, but I think according to Bassett, it technically runs quite well on an GTX 1050 Ti. So balancing the details along with heavy amount of optimization without breaking a computer is some insane engineering that I'm very amazed how he can do this. So kudos to the dev team that does that. Of course, we got some free cam. Let's see what is outside. And we're not flying Nipponjet. Actually, just kidding. It is a subsidiary of Nipponjet called Orai. This airline has an all-economy Airbus A320. So yeah, I'm very surprised with this one. Of course, we're just quickly chatting with our buddies and enjoying the cool spectacle as well. Boarding is called, and that's a lot of anime. Technically, this aircraft also has a little bit of anime theme. Most likely Japan has like the home of anime for some reason. Of course, we had to see throughout there, and yeah, there's another ANH Dreamliner just saw. Boarding the A320 is nothing new. We just go into the jet bridge and arrive towards the cabin of the Nipponjet A320. The seats is in an all economy config, although they use the same AIRBUS standard by blocking the middle seat off. But overall, it's really okay. Has a really good legroom. I think it's a bit better legroom in business. And this is an economy for Nipponjet. And while this looks really sort of comfortable, but judging from that, the seats is really tight. And also because the guys hadn't turned off the collision on the seats, it makes it a bit tricky to move around. As Quick mentioned, that there is a command I frequently use for all the admin scripts, that if you guys have struggled trying to view outside the airplane, the trick is to tell the crew to do a command that's called fview U to the pilot, and then just unview it. This command actually helped me get really good footage out of it, other than free cam. I think this one's even better than free cam because it basically prevents your view from being blocked by a lot of objects. So that kind of does solve a lot of the problems. I'm just gonna skip this to those to take off, and I'll see you guys back when we're in the air. We started a really Google News service, and of course there's a nice menu on board today's flight. It takes a while for these pictures to load, but overall I don't think it's too crazy. But for me, seeing this is kind of nice. Of course, we're gonna be ordering these, like the second set, which is the breakfast set, and yeah, it should be nice. Of course, we're just talking with Bassett using normal chat, so it should work because both of us can see it. And we just, scroll back to the menu. The meal itself is here, and overall, despite the portion looks a little huge and the tray just cuts through 2 seats, but overall, the design and modeling of the meal looks really good. And I think they did nail on the detailing of the meal, but it's not overkill with detail, otherwise that would cause some very bad lag issues. And I think this experience is kind of like a nice thing to have. Of course, you're just gonna get a soft drink and some dessert. Of course, the ice cream on today's flight is really beautiful. I think both of them would look beautifully modeled, actually. Not gonna lie, I know it's either from Boston or Teco, but still, these are really good quality meals that I enjoyed. Let's review Nipponjet. How it does weight, what is the improvements, and what are my overall score. Now, what is it great? Nipponjet's systems were really unique. I think the check-in system was quick. I mean, they used artificial intelligence. Although the backdrop system has a bit of a bottleneck, so that still needs a bit of improvement along the way. But the most impressive part is how they optimized their departure airport. Really well optimized, not a lot of lag. Everything runs perfectly fine. I think I really do enjoyed it as well. And they do really balance between the detail and heavy optimization as well. Another second part is that the service on board was really great. I think I do enjoyed it as well. But overall, I think it's really not bad. Although there's a bit of a caveat is that the seats on their subsidiary, which is Arai, is a lot tighter in economy, and they should really just remove the collisions to just get passengers to move into their seats a lot quickly. And for the other stuff, I think it was just the backdrop was a bit of a broken mess. But overall, the experience on Nipponjet still gives me like a really good impression for a smaller Japanese carrier. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for today's flight. It's a solid experience, and I'm happy to just review them again over time. I said, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys do enjoy the new version of virtual reviews. Hope you guys like the new voiceover, and comment down below if you guys love this new format or you want me to maybe just update it a little bit better. Like I said, hope you guys do enjoy it. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!